what's up for you? Can you explain to someone that doesn't know the language? Like, that doesn't know the culture? Okay, so you guys know that English is a second language for ESL, and what you're here for is because you are interested in tutoring, right? As you know, there are 3.8 million ESL students in the country, and here in California there is 1.6 million, and this is according to the National Center for Education Statistics. Okay, so let's get started. One of the things that you need to do to tutor is speak clearly. This is really hard because most of us are so used to speaking, right? Okay, know your language. I know you all know English, right? But sometimes when you teach it to someone, it's a little difficult. Be patient. You're gonna wanna. And know your students. So let's talk about speaking clearly. He's the perfect example. He mumbles a lot. He has this British accent that you have no idea what he's talking about. He has things in his he has hair in his face, has glasses. You do not want to do that. Most of the things that one of the students say is that it's really difficult to learn English because, first of all, most of us have different accents. Some of us have talk a lot of slang, and we just talk really fast, and for them it's just very difficult to understand. The other thing that we need to learn is understand the language. Most of us know how to speak English, and it just comes to us really fast, right? Well, guess what? We're going to have to slow down a little bit so you will be able to explain to them as clearly as possible. Most of us are really college students, right? And we like to be creative in our writing, and we want to say orphans living in London and solitary place and want to make it different. But guess what? For this, you're going to have to be a little bit simple. A lot of our students are going to be, older people. Nevertheless, they have to learn in a way that very simple stuff, like they were children. So you're going to have to think about that. Have a dictionary in hand. You can have a little pocket dictionary if you want, but most of us are really tech-wise, so you can download a dictionary on your iPod and your iPhone, and Android, if you have those different things like that. So I think there's an app for that. Okay, really important. Be patient. There's going to be times that you just don't know what to do. Most of the excuses that you are going to hear it's boring, too complicated, I don't need to learn it. Why? Because they're really, they're really scared of it. And a lot of them, they're just exposed to a whole different world. So you have to really be aware of that. You're going to have to try to get them to be self-confident. Let's try this again. Take it slow. You can do it. You really have to pep talk, and you have to use a lot of psychology for this business. Okay, and let's do the student story. And this is kind of cheesy. Consider the language. You're going to have to do a little research, so you guys are used to it because most of you are college students. Most of us speak two languages. I will say. And do that, but sometimes you're not exposed to them because they were totally from another side of the world. So you can do a little research will really help. So you have an idea of what they're used to and the customs. Again, consider the culture. A lot of them have a different idea of what the world is all about. So you have to be aware of that. Once again, research. That way you can prepare to see them because they're going to be a lot. Another thing why you have to consider the culture is that sometimes they're going to want you to go to the movies to tutor them. That's where they feel safe. And in terms of have to take your shoes off, and you have to do all these things that maybe you're not used to. So just be aware of that. And yes, be their friends. They're going to be really thankful for that. Because most of them, since they don't know how to communicate with other people, it's a relief to them to find someone that is willing to listen to them. And they're pretty tired of the family, so they're just like, oh, really? And they're going to want to tell you all what they like, what they're talking about, and things like that. Okay, so remember, what you have to do is speak clearly, understand your own language, it's really cool. Be patient, very important. Learn about your students, and yeah, have fun. And the next time they tell you what's up, the time you see them, they're doing a good job.